Greeks can. That's the motto of a new campaign initiated by independent Member of Parliament and former Deputy Minister of Foreign Affairs, Mr. Spyrus Κουβέλης. This aims at promoting Greece's culture and creative minds. The campaign is a definite answer to the phrase "Can the Greeks?" and with the support of the Michalis Kakogiannis Foundation, it will entail a series of social, scientific, and cultural events. The first such event took place last Monday at the Kakogiannis Foundation, where researcher Thanasis Kostadopoulos made a presentation of the Hydrosol program on renewable energy, followed by a concert of Nick and the Backbone. Now on the line with us is independent Member of Parliament, Mr. Spyrus Κουβέλης, to tell us more. Good morning, Minister. Thank you for joining us.
Good morning, Mr. Tsiliopoulos. How are you?
Very well, thank you, sir. Now, sir, how did you come up with this idea? What motivated you to initiate such a campaign? I know you're very big on green development and the environment.
Well, plus the other thing that I have been very much on while I was in government and since is that we were trying very hard at those days, and I think that Greece is still doing it, to try to open the outward expansion of the economy, to reach out to cooperations with other economies and so on. And one of the things that actually was striking me during my days of tenure at the Ministry of Foreign Affairs was that everybody was asking, yes, but can the Greeks? And, you know, that motto had stayed in my mind, and actually it started as a play of words because we were thinking with some friends and people that we set up this campaign together that there's one question that says can the Greeks, and there's the other issue, should we can the Greeks? And we thought that we needed to give an answer to that Greeks actually can do things, and the best way to do it was to bring up those Greeks that have proven that they can do things. So we wanted to get the success stories, the examples, the positive examples of Greek people that have been working in Greece primarily, not only Greeks working outside Greece, but those working inside the country, in the sectors of innovation, of entrepreneurship, of sports, of food, whatever, you know, all the positive examples of social services that are very important. And try to explain to everyone that once you stick to your vision, you stick to your passion, if you want, the things that you want to do. No matter how difficult things are in Greece nowadays, still there is much limit, much margin to make things happen. And that is a twin message, actually. There's a message to the outside to show that, to show to the rest of the world that Greeks can make a difference, they can make things happen. But it's also a message to the people inside Greece, to young people, to people that are out of a job, that they should stick to their passion and to their interest and make things happen, because otherwise, if you expect everything to come from somewhere else, be that the government or the Troika or the lenders or whoever, it will never happen.
Now, the first event took place within the framework of the campaign a couple of days ago on Monday, and I heard that not only were you there, but you got on stage and played the guitar, which was a treat for the audience, I suppose. But what happened there, and how did the audience respond to the initiative?
Well, you know, for all of us, it was like we didn't know what to expect, really. I knew that this presentation that Thanasis Kostadopoulos was doing was a very, very innovative thing, a very fantastic experience, really, because what he's doing is that he's on stage making his scientific presentation. So we had, like, you can imagine mathematical equations being projected on the wall. And at the same time, the blues band, Nick and the Backbone, were having a musical dialogue with him. So he was speaking and they were adding some backdrops of music, specific things. And the audience, it was very interesting because in the beginning they were like, they didn't know what to expect, so they were kind of cool about it. And once this started, they all participated very much. There was a very humorous feeling, if you want, and a very positive feeling. And by the end of it, what I sensed was that everybody came out of that feeling like they had spent a day or some time in a different situation, you know, having a positive attitude about things. And that is really the main issue that we want to explore out of those events, that people come out of it and say, hey, you know, the world has not ended, Greece is not at the end of the line, and we can go on doing good things.
So, Minister, what are you planning next? It sounds like a lot of fun, but what's next for the Greeks Can campaign?
Well, actually, it is a lot of fun, and just to cover your point before, for me it was a fantastic experience being up on the stage. I've always loved music, and that was a very good experience. But in the next event, I don't think I will have any particular specific role.
Okay.
I don't know. We'll see. But what we're now focusing on is to try to have an event, probably, and I'm saying probably because we're trying to again put together the content with the fun part. And so we're still working it out, so I cannot tell you exactly the details. But we'll probably focus on something which is more on the social service, social offering to the social web, let's say, of Greece, something. Anyway, this event is planned for the 18th of April, and we have scheduled that, although the events will be taking place once every 15 days, but this one is a week later because of Easter in Greece.
I see.
And so on the 18th, Wednesday, 18th of April, we will have the next event, and then we have another one for the 2nd of May, which is already planned, and that is one Greek enterprise that started making products and now has a global, I would say, empire of shops and all that. So we have one thing as it comes after the other. Plus, these days we're setting up, and it will be probably prepared by the beginning of next week, the web presence of all that, the internet presence of all that, because we want to have an electronic forum and all the web tools that can go with, like YouTube, Facebook, and also that people can participate in the campaign between events, not only the day that it's happening.
Now, that sounds excellent, actually. It sounds like a really great work. But let me ask you one last question. Now, elections are coming up. Do you have any plans regarding your future in politics, or are you going to devote your efforts on issues like the one you're currently pursuing?
Well, for this election, I have decided, and I have actually announced it publicly a few days ago in the parliament, that I will not be a candidate. And I will not be a candidate because having stepped out of the parliament group of PASOK, now I'm an independent, as you said, member of parliament, I do not want to go and be part of any of the existing parties because I don't see myself reflected in the programs or ideologies that I see there. To be very honest with you, if there was a possibility in the Greek constitution for one to run in an election as an independent, I would do it. But this not being the case, I prefer to stay out, to do things that I believe are useful for the society, like the campaign that I'm doing. And of course, I will focus back on my professional life, on the things that I know and love, which is environment and energy, renewable energy, mostly issues, and so on.
Well, sounds excellent, though, despite everything. Good luck to you. Good luck to your campaign. Keep up the good work. Thank you very much.
You're all invited for the 18th of April.
Excellent. Thank you. Bye-bye, sir. Have a nice day. And that was Spyros Κουβέλης, independent